If your student has a creative streak and a head for business, Belmont might be one of the smartest fits in the country. It sits right in the middle of Nashville, where it turns out musicians and nurses and entrepreneurs in the same hallways, and it puts real money behind the students who fit. Let me walk you through what I saw. Belmont has about 7,175 undergraduates on a walkable 93-acre campus started by two women who envisioned a university for women. They let the men in a little later. The student-to-faculty ratio is 12-1, and most classes have fewer than 30 students. It's test optional, and the students who enroll come in with an average GPA close to 3.9. This is a serious academic community. 12 colleges, more than 100 majors. What stood out to me is who's teaching. The entrepreneurship professors actually own businesses. The finance faculty worked in the industry for years before they ever stepped into a classroom. And if your student wants nursing, Belmont admits them straight into the program. They're not waiting 2 years to find out if they got in. They're in clinical settings by sophomore year in settings throughout Nashville. And did I mention they opened a medical school 3 years ago? This is a school where students do the real thing early. There's an investment club that trades $500,000 of actual money on the actual market. There's a theater with a Dolby Atmos system and a room called an anechoic chamber where no sound gets in. Fashion students design 8 looks and walk them down a runway senior year. And the health sciences students train in simulation labs before they ever touch a patient. You learn by doing here, not by watching. Here's the part that matters most for your wallet. When Belmont students do a Maymester abroad, the tuition is discounted by 2/3. So studying in London or New Zealand ends up costing about the same as taking that class on campus. They also run Belmont USA, where students spend a semester interning in New York, LA, Portland, or DC. And your federal and state aid travels with you on the Maymester programs. That combination is rare. Almost everyone lives on campus, and they keep living there. All first years are on campus, and so is everybody else, including the athletes. There's no separate housing for anyone, which means the community is genuinely shared. 17 Division I teams, 11 Greek chapters, and more than 250 student organizations. And the student showcases are real launch pads. Past winners have ended up on festival stages. 97% of Belmont graduates are employed or in graduate school within 6 months. That's 3 years running. The employers recruiting on campus include Disney, Oracle, HCA, and Universal Music Group. The business school has its own career development office, which most schools don't, and internships aren't an afterthought here. They're built into the design. This is where families like yours need to pay attention. About 87% of admitted first years earn merit aid. And here's the part that makes it easy. There's no separate scholarship application. The application for admission is the scholarship application. They read the whole picture: your GPA, your essay, your activities, your scores if you send them, and the general academic award runs from $4,000 to $22,000 a year. The top award, the Archer Presidential, covers full tuition, room, and board. But the deadlines are early. The priority deadline for the top scholarships is November 1st, and you want your FAFSA in by December 1st, too. Let's talk real numbers. The sticker price for 2025 to 26 is about $57,800 a year. The federal net price for families earning over $110,000 is listed at $43,606. But I want you to hear this clearly. That bracket lumps in everyone above $110,000. So if you're a family earning $150,000 to $200,000, you'll likely pay more than that average. You probably won't qualify for need-based aid. So your real cost is the sticker price minus your merit award, which lands most families somewhere between $36,000 and $55,000 a year. Know your number before you fall in love. The deadlines. Early Action 1 is November 1st, Early Action 2 is December 1st, Regular Decision is March 1st. The average GPA is 3.89. The middle SAT range is 1,160 to 1,360, and they're test optional. Apply early. The earliest deadlines are where the scholarship money lives. A few things I noticed walking around. Everyone lives in the dorms, athletes included, and you feel that in how connected the place is. Music and business run through everything. It's faith-centered, but never faith-required, so your student doesn't have to share the tradition to belong here. There's a working bell tower, and students take a class where they learn to play it for credit. And at one point, a rabbit just hopped across the lawn while the tour kept going. This campus feels like a botanical garden in the middle of a bustling city. It's peaceful. So who's this for? Belmont is a strong fit for creatives, for business minds, and for students headed toward nursing who want their hands on the work early. Here's the one thing to keep in front of you. Belmont's merit money is generous, but it rewards the families who move early. The biggest awards carry the earliest deadlines in November and December. Get the timing right, and that $57,000 sticker comes down to a number your family can actually plan around. That's the conversation I want to have with you. You can reach me at sayyesToCollege.com. That's college strategy without the panic.